screw it in place, that bracket. I've done a slacken the Allen keys off on top so we can get the bar in. I might have to get some assistance off my ugly brother in a minute. A plastic thing. Right. Right, while my brother's faffing on making that seat, I'm going to start to get the shower tray fitted. So you can see, I don't know if you can see on here, I've got 4 fixing points, they're staggered. So basically this door, or this screen, doesn't sit on a rubber seal. Alright, according to the instructions, you seal it afterwards. So what we're going to do, we're going to get a plumb point in there. And we're just going to leave it a bit shy of the edge of the... can you see it there? I should maybe... Yeah, there we go, that'll be better. So I'm going to leave it a little bit shy of the edge. Just enough for me to get a bead of silicone on it. Plumb that up, we'll mark out where everything's going and we'll get that fixed to the wall. That's the first stage. I could get my laser out, but do you know what? I ain't bothered. So let's put a little mark there, put one there. Right, that's that. So this panel is not universal, what would you say? You can basically have it either way. So the glass slots into there, and then you've got a rubber gasket you push in, which holds it, and it grips onto like these teeth in there. Ready, what we're going to do is line that up. So we'll put that there. Put that there. Bloody 9-day period of mourning just because the bloody Pope's corrupt it. Sorry, that's me thinking out aloud again. Right. One there. 2. 3. 4. Right. We'll get them drilled out. Get the plugs in. I best get the screws actually as well. Oh, I think they're on here. Yeah. Oh, this is the gasket look. So once you've got the door pushed into place, this pushes in. This here, look, can you see how it's shaped? So the thinner end pushes in first, and this is the wider end which goes against the glass on the exterior. When I say the exterior, I mean away from the bracket. So that's that. Anyway, let's slim that down there. So, knowing these, you've probably got the finest branded wall plugs and screws. A plastic thing. I haven't seen what that's for yet. Yeah, that's the clamps. And there's the screws. Right, what is that? I think, oh yeah, that's the top. Yeah, that goes in the top. I must learn to keep the screen on longer. So that goes in the top. And these little booties, I believe that's something to do with a cross brace, what goes across the doodah to stabilise.
Yeah, like you might be the screws not magnetic. Could be stainless steel.
Cheers.
This is just a hole in it.
Yeah. Ah, they're shit. Fucking shit things. Why don't they provide you with stuff which is not freaking good for purpose? Right. I'm going to go and get my fisher plugs. Sack them plugs off, and I've got these fisher ones which I've used for everything else I've done in here. Right, that's good. Right, looking at my Hong Kong book of Kung Fu, it should be a case of just sliding the glass in next. Screwed that in, I've done that, it's plumb, I've done that. Slide the glass in, then put the fillet in. So the fillet goes on the internal side. Right, get the glass. Let's get the glass in. And here's the fillet, so this is going to go on this side, slotting into there like that, which is extremely long in length. But I'm not going to cut it off until I've got it in. Right, so I'm going to go get the glass door. Bloody hell, that's heavy. I might have to get some assistance off my ugly brother in a minute. I know, I'm sorry, but it's just the way it is on YouTube. You can't pick who you work with. He just said he heard that. Right, so we're going to get them corner things off, yeah?
Yeah.
Not so much one of the top ones, going to get them off, then we're going to lift it around, and we're going to get it into there,
Slide
then
it
I
there.
need you to hold it while I get the
Rubber trim it.
fillet piece in, yeah. Alright, so
Yep.
they might just drop off actually.
Let's rock and roll.
Right,
Ready?
okay, right, you walk around. Let me know when you're on the tray.
Yep, I'm on the tray.
Right, can you take it towards me?
Yep.
Hang on, slowly. Oh, I want that off there. Right,
Shall I put 'em in it? Ready?
yeah.
That's it.
Right, have you got all of that?
Yeah, I've got it.
Wow. Then they send you this very light piece of equipment.
What's that?
That is fillet inserting tool. Actually, it's got a name.
The rubber put a thingy in tool.
Yeah. It is called rubber strip installation tool. Right, so you're going to make sure the thick edge there is to the outside. Can you hold that above there for me, please?
I sure can.
Right, so what I'm going to do is get that in. Just give me a bit of slack, please.
There you go. What if you soaked it in hot water?
I'm not bloody taking it out now. If I can get this part way in, then I could just stabilise it with a crossbar and then come back to this. Oh God.
You've got a bit sticking out at the bottom here.
Yeah. I'll go all the way down now.
Is that right in now then?
Yeah. Right. Take that back out the bottom. See a look at that. How much easier it goes in. Yeah. Then I've got to fix the flap on.
Yeah.
The flapping with the flap.
Wait, so it's going all that ply because it's.
Boil the kettle if you need to.
As I'm cutting it, I think the ply's got a bend in it. So
Yeah.
at the end, it's coming through at the bottom. At the end.
Right, well we can, if we have to, we just fan fill it or something.
Yeah.
I'll be there in a minute.
Yeah.
Bloody hell. I love rock and roll. Right, cut a bit of the length of that because I'm a bit. Yay! Wow! Oh, can you see how the way it's just pushed in? Actually, I'm going to push it in a bit more there. So you can see there, look, you see here, and look at here, I haven't got it quite in, so I'm just going to use the tool that I send you. Oh, it takes some bloody doing, but I suppose you don't want it to come out easy, do you? There you go. No more bulges, so that's that. And then it tells you to run a silicone bead on the inside and on the bottom there. So I'll get the cross brace on now. Yeah, get the cross brace on, and then we'll look at getting the flappy part on, the lever bit. So I've just sat that on now for loose, and I've took a level across, and this piece here, okay, so the top of that is the top of that, so I took a level across, and then I'm going to screw that to the wall there, but I've also got to make sure I come off the right distance this way as to what I have that way. Now, to be frank, if I'm slightly out here, that's going to slide back and forth, so I'm only going to get one shot at getting the screw in the right place there, aren't I? So, and then this insert here, the crossbar fits into there 25mm. The overall bracket length is 30mm. So I've got 25, that's 30, and it's the same on there, 25 in there and 30 there. So you've got 25mm to play with. So you could probably do it 20 because the grub screws are right close to this edge here to hold it in place, as in the same on that one there. So what I'll do is I'll get this screwed up there, screw it in place, that bracket. I've done a slacking the Allen keys off on top so we can get the bar in. So remember I said I can come into here 25mm. So if I go 20mm and I look at 20mm in there and measure from point to point, that'll give me the length of the brace it needs to be. But first of all, what I need to do is check that this is sat square along here and make sure we've got the same even gap along there, which I think it's about there. I'll get a measure on it, then I'll cut the bar, then we'll slot the bar in. Right, hopefully this is in shot. Might be a bit high. Let's go up there, let's have a guess. Right, I'm going to take that off the glass, and what I'm going to do is let me just slacken them Allen keys off a bit more. Onward! Right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to slot that into there first, and then I'm going to slot this onto this retainer, and then I'm going to slot that on there, and that is going to be the right distance. Let me just measure that. So 750 to the outside. Oops. 750 there. Right, I'll tighten the Allens up. So I think I'll do the top ones first. I can't even bloody see if I picked the right Allen key up. Let me go on to this side. No, I haven't picked the right Allen key up. Don't want to over tighten it. No point, is there? Oh, if I was only as tall as some of my friends. When I grew up, I want to be a big boy. But now it's the other Allen key. There we go. And that's that. Right, there we have it, children. There we go. You can hear that rubber seal just catching on that as you open it, left or right. You hear that? That's to keep it obviously waterproof, so you can close that on there when you're in the shower. And we've got the cross brace across there. So all it needs now is a fan, silicone, a bead of silicone on the inside, clear, not anything of any colour. So yes, I'm going to send a video of this now to the homeowner who happens to be in Lanzarote and see what he thinks. Well, there's last couple of things today then. So got that unit up, but I've just gone to put the doors on, and the owner had left them stood up against the wall, so they've curved. So I've had to lay them flat on the floor. These are just going to get stuck to the wall, so that'll be done. We're just making a seat for there. I'm going to get sealed around there. And whatever it is, any pencil marks I've got on the wall I just need to scribble off. Let's go see how the seat's coming on. Yeah, there we go then, so that's around there, that's looking good. So there we go then, so that's nicely curved around there. So this is just a corner piece we did. We basically found out it was more difficult doing it with a bigger piece, so we're just concentrating on getting the corner around. So then what we'll do is we'll do an infill piece at the bottom there, and we'll do an infill piece at the top there. Then we're going to seal it, because we're going to try and do something which the client doesn't know about yet. So we'll just see. It might be a fail, it might be a success. We'll see how it goes. won't we, kid?
Yeah, we'll have a go.
We'll have a go.
Yeah,
May as well as wish we had.
yeah. Can do what try.
You can not but try, lad.
Aye, lad.
Not but try. At 'em. Right, so I've just sanded off them bits there. So kid's just been sorting the cover what we're going to put on now. So I believe he's just about done it. There he is.
Right. Someone's in my private jet again.
Yeah.
Spin it
So
round.
you had one job to do.
Right round.
Look at that, baby!
It's on there. Curve it round there.
Oh yeah, baby!
There we go.
Look at that. Just move your hand a minute. That's nice, that. And there's no tension on that, is there?
No.
But what we'll do is we'll pump that full of the adhesive when it comes to it. So what he's done here, if you just lift it up, kid. So what we've done here, what we did was, so we just cut the splines there, you can see, and then it enables it to concertina around. So that's going to sit on the top, and then what he's going to do is cut the second piece, and that'll just go at the bottom there. So we're going to get that box in place once he's just done this. Do that. We'll get it fixed in place, get it plumbed up again, the pipe work, and then we'll get that glued on. And just like that, I've just got that sat there because we need to make a bit of a plinth between here and here, just to tidy that up. So kids just made this Heath Robinson just to keep it in. Oops, keep that in while the curve sets and dries and all. And I'm just weighing the top down just to make sure it don't lift up. So yeah, don't worry about all that stuff on there, but that's not a bad sweeping curve, that is it. Yeah, then once that's gone off, we'll get that side panel done. But until then, that's where we're at. Got that cabinet up there, but I can't put the doors on for one specific reason. Yeah, John left the doors stood up, so they've gone like banana shaped. Even you've got that glass on them, the timber's bananaed. So I don't want to force it because there's every chance that the glass is going to crack. Yeah, got all sealed around here. Nice tidy silicone seed on there, but you can't even see it. It's that shy. Right, wood butcher's here.
Yep.
Oh, alright, that's it for now. So we're just going to let that go off. Let's say we're going to get some flexible trim to go around the edges. That panel's to go on there when it's done. I've got all these sealed now, all these little bits. Last little bit of trim on there, sealed all the way down there. All that's sealed where it's supposed to be, so it'll all go off nicely before they come home. I think I mentioned the doors before, but yeah, not bad. Not bad at all. No leaks whatsoever. We've cleaned everything up. Well, you know, we've moved all our tools and all the rest of it. And this floor's all full of stuff, so we've got rid of it. We've emptied the bins. We've got rid of the cardboard to recycling. We've got the black bin ready to be emptied, so we've got rubbish in there. And our kid's just doing his bit and he cleans up here. You don't see many people clean up the outside, do you? Look, hoovering, vacuuming with his Henry. He's a conscientious bugger, he is.
You're a little bit tidy.
Yeah. Yeah. Right. On that note, the tubers, we're off. We're going on a little road trip tomorrow to Lancashire.
Yeah.
Bolton. Yeah, Bolton, land of Peter Kay. So anyway, give us a like, subscribe, leave a comment, and we'll see you very soon. Won't we, kid?
Yeah, will do.
Taddy, bye.
Bye.